Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So 8 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For appearing day 8 for our 90 nights in the garden. Welcome, welcome to another session, planting in the garden. I hope you had a wonderful day. I did. Today we didn't get rains during the day, so the temperatures are not that low. So we are ready to do some planting today, get some updates, prepare some more containers. And just relax and wind down in the garden. So today we want to check what is sprouting. If there's a new growth, there's more green, which I see there's a difference. And then we can again wet our containers, just ensuring that they remain moist. So just keeping it wet. Then I got some new containers. I will show you. There's one big container that I want to use for our sugarcane. So today I'll also give an update for the sugarcane. I think I can grow just a few in a container, and you can use that like if you live in a small space and the only way you can grow is in a container, to see whether the sugarcane can grow well in a container. I think that would be nice to see. Then we are going to update our records. So let's start working in the garden. So I went to look for, oh, it's here. So this is what I want to use. Just manual. For me, it is a lot of DIY to create my containers. So I have some here that I've just sanitized. So we need to get some more flowers started. The important thing about flowers is that they are so important in attracting the bees to your garden. If you fail to have bees and other pollinators in your garden, you know that there will be a problem with pollination. And especially here, because I'm gardening in drought, I've had a lot of problem with pollination, especially for my cucumbers, for zucchini. I did share an episode about that, especially zucchini. Zucchini, I have quite a number of episodes. I did a series on zucchini, and I shared the importance of getting pollinators in your garden. So growing the food crops plus the flowers is important. You just mix them up so that they get to attract the pollinators, the beautiful small birds and other bees to your garden as you grow. So you just see the way I'm going to arrange the containers, the ones that have the food crops and the ones that have flowers. So the more beautiful flowers I have to attract pollinators, the better it will be for me. So we are planting our, it's called Madagascar periwinkle. I don't know if I've pronounced it well. This one. That we soaked in water. So they've been in water for one night. For these ones, I won't transplant them today. I will enjoy the flowers first. Because the roots are in water. Good enough. Let me enjoy the flowers first. So that once the flowers feel like, it's time to rest, now I can transplant. And then we can enjoy more flowers, more containers. So I have to do also some transplanting for the coleus, propagating actually the coleus. I'm seeing some points here where I can get more coleus. And also you see the way the plant is angled, it's because it's following the direction of the sun. So that's why it seems like it's growing, heading that side. So I'm always turning it. I keep on turning and turning and turning and turning. When it goes like this, I turn it again. When in the morning when I find it's facing that direction, I turn it again. So at least we can get it to fill the container. Then there's another method also. I will propagate and grow more here so that it can be full, the container can be full. Because now, you see this side, the container looks empty. So I want to, we are going to do the coleus in with time. Let's do the Madagascar periwinkle today, and if there's still enough time, now I have to to cut the container so that I get to plant our sugarcane in a container and start counting our days. So there are a few of them that look really nice. The roots have developed really nice, and I can now stick them into the ground or into containers just to follow the whole process. Then my table is full. I don't know, I will need to create another table. This other side. Hey. Wow. How are you today? Likasha project off grid. How are you? Thank you. Flowers, yes, they are so beautiful. Today I just stand on the set and I was just admiring the set from afar, and I saw it looks so beautiful. That's true. Then my target is to have more and more flower, more different colors, because they are so important in attracting the bees and pollinators to your garden. Because here I've had challenges with pollination. I did share a video, my zucchini series, my cucumbers. Those ones, if they're not well pollinated, you just get funny things in the garden. So the more flowers and more pollinators I can attract to my garden, the better. And the more beautiful the setting looks. And then these ones, they can go for long and long and long. I just need to keep on propagating them. So then I have another coleus which is not inside here, a different color. I will bring it. I need to propagate and bring it inside. I hope I will remember that tomorrow. So today I want to plant this Madagascar. I think it's called Madagascar periwinkle. This one here. So that at least I can have an endless supply, so many containers of this beautiful color, maybe containers of the coleus, and just enjoy them in the garden. You see? You're saying you will toss the seeds out now. You have organic cantaloupe seeds that always germinate 95%. I've never planted cantaloupe. I don't know if I'll be able to get the seeds. The last time I was at the agrovet, the agro dealer, we call them agrovet. Here, the seed shop. I did get cantaloupe seeds. I did get what is it called? The broccoli seeds. So it will be interesting to see. So you are doing direct sowing in the, you said you're growing in containers also, eh? So this will be also in containers. You said do not grow cantaloupe there. Do not, you're telling me I should not grow cantaloupe, Madras Indian melons. Getting them. First of all, that's why I'm saying even the seeds, getting the cantaloupe seeds is hard. I don't know if I'll be able to get them. I've been asking around, I've never been able to get them. But I'll keep on asking because I was lucky I got a small packet of lavender seeds. So the Indian melons, I don't know. Here the common one is the zebra and the sugar baby varieties. So I need to fill the container with some garden soil. At least today we had some sun. It was warm. Yesterday night it rained, but during the day the sun came out and we enjoyed the sun. That's the good thing about being here. So I'm thinking I can get some nice garden soil, fill this, then I'm going to get some small pieces of stone just to put at the bottom here, where you see those spaces for drainage. Then it will be good enough and I can plant my flowers. So today is day 8. You say we just got another delivery of 27-gallon grow bags. Wow. 20-gallon grow bags this morning. You are set in the garden. You are set in the garden. You say our challenge to grow many varieties of melons will depend on how we trellis, cut and trim the vines. Too much green or fever will stunt the growth. So I'm wondering, you want to grow many varieties of melons. How are you dealing with cross-pollination? So that you get the melons you want. If it is the sugar baby, you get the sugar baby. If it is maybe you're growing, you also want to grow cantaloupe. You don't have any cross-pollination and end up with funny things. How are you dealing with that? Let me get some garden soil. So this is what I'm going to place at the bottom, so that when I'm carrying the container, moving the container, I don't pour out the soil. And then also just sufficient drainage. When there's too much water, it's when I can drain out. So got the stones. You say your melons will cross-pollinate. You cannot save seeds to grow. One type of experiment is to see which one tastes the best and grows well here. I will only grow those next year, okay? If I want 2 or 3 types of melons, I will talk to neighbors that live near so that I can use their land. Okay, yeah. So distance. You grow the melon apart, at least to avoid that cross-pollination. That's a nice strategy. Because if they cross-pollinate, you get other things that you did not plan. So I've got 2 containers. This one also. So let me show you how I do it. Oops, it's moving. But you get the idea. So only the excess water goes out. Wow. So the garden is so wet. Mhm. Those are small stones. So I don't fill it to the top so that I have some enough space for watering. So good. So today the first activity is doing some potting. There are so many insects and some are just going to the camera. So that's what I'm I'm checking. They are attracted to the lights. So I don't think I'm going to put all this in one container. If I can have like 4 containers with this flower, it will be nice. I'll just distribute them in the garden. Set up this. So the soil is so wet. I won't need to do a lot of watering. That's a big stone. Now you say when you grow squash, you will also ask if you can save seed. Candy roaster squash. Looks like a giant banana. Excited as they sew very well. Wow. Candy roaster squash. Okay. Nice. You say you love cross pollination. I love cross pollination when I'm just having fun in the garden. Species, if true, will produce fruit that likes our soil and weather. You're 100% with many cross-pollinated species. Once a new hybrid is made, I can name it Julie's squash. new one so that I have Julie's squash. I hope we get a new variety. Okay, let me make the holes. I'm just checking if I've put any more stones here. So soon I will have Julie's squash. Oh my. Julie's squash. So I think I've removed all the stones so that the roots do not get to hit stones. So now I can start selecting some. You see that? You will collect seeds from your neighbor's efforts to keep the species, okay? Then you can use your land for the hybrids. Okay, okay. Those are good things that more gardeners need to learn about, especially working with your neighbors. When you want to grow a plant that you know, definitely if you grow them close together, they will cross-pollinate. Like I chose to skip zucchini this time round so that I can grow lots of cucumbers. Then out in the garden, I went for the watermelon and I left out the pumpkins so that I just get good seed. Okay. So this is the Madagascar peruncol. The roots. Get it in. I think I've been digging long enough to. I don't have any more stones here. If the soil was dry, I just have a DIY sieve. So I don't want to squash the roots. Good. So another one is say, hey, Howie, how are you today? Nice to see you. You say we looked at native original tomatoes from South America, so tiny. Ah, very different from the hybrid species. Same with true original melons from Africa. The African watermelon is tiny and yellow inside. Ah, okay. I think there's a if I get the fruit, it's called thorn melon. If I do get the fruits, it will be interesting to come with it. It's called the thorn melon. I will look for it because it just grows wild. So I'll give myself the job of looking for the thorn melon. So all these other varieties we are growing, the zebra, the sugar baby, are all hybrids. Yeah, Akasha Project says, you love my channel. Thank you so much. Harry says, you are good. Nice. So this year, Harry, you are growing the smallest tomato to the largest tomato. We can get the horned melons here too. So I'm wondering, because you're saying the original melons, they are tiny and yellow inside. So the only other melon I can think about is the thorn melon. And that one I just have to get the fruits. Hey, please. Because when I'm potting them, I'm trying as much as possible to just get it to this level. To this level here. And not the whole stem. Because these are not like tomatoes that you can grow the stem and it will be good. It will like grow the roots. So just a few more and I'll be good for this container so that I can get more containers. Say the biggest tomato you have is the garden leader monster. I don't know if you have the skill to grow them as big as they say they can get. We do not have currant tomatoes, tiny tomatoes. Okay, so you want to grow the garden leader monster. You do own jelly bean tomatoes. They are small but not super tiny, like the currant style. So I'm thinking 2 more. That went in so well. 2 or 3 more after this. Then we can enjoy beautiful flowers in our garden to attract the pollinators. You see? I'm thinking 2 more. Okay, I was pulling them out and I pulled out 3. So that once they've stabilized, they are established, and they get to flowering, you can enjoy some beautiful flowers in the garden. You see? I will send you seeds from his secret sweet squash. The secret squash. Okay. So how you did a lot of cross-pollination to get your secret squash. I'm just ensuring it gets in there without bending the roots. What do you think about this? I think I've covered a good area. Hope I pull out one only. I think this should be good for this container. You say you do cross-pollination. Harvey wants to see how strong you are. See how strong I am. It will break any trellis we own. I think it will even bend cattle panels, large metal trellis. You say I only grow sunflowers here. I'm good at that. All my other flowers I try to grow, bad things happen to them. The rabbits. So the sunflowers can act as good support. This is my second time growing the sunflowers. I think that's good enough for this container. I will bring you closer so that you can see. But I'm thinking we are good. Wow, that's done. For planting our Madagascar periwinkle. So the rest are still safe in water. You can plant them next time. So it's time to go around to get the updates of what has sprouted. Then we can update our records again. So my DIY watering bottle is here. I just keep it stocked with water, so when I'm going around, if I do pass here, if I see something that needs watering, so I want to water all of them, then I'm seeing something nice. Yesterday there was a competition between container 3 and container 4. Between the sunflower and the radish, which one will show up? Will show us some green will shoot up fast. You say you're asking Judy, are you on a well or city? Here we use borehole water. We don't get the city piped water. We are in a suburban area, so we use borehole water. not close. We are not close to we can't get stream or water from the lake. We just use water from the borehole. There are people with plenty boreholes around us, so you just get water from them. Wow, it's looking nice. Yeah. So some quick watering, just keeping the surface moist. Then I can show you the progress. So this is the corn, and for the corn, according to our records, yesterday was day 7. We had the germination. We have the lavender that will take so long, so I'm just wetting the surface. And yesterday there are 2 containers I did not show you. Remember we have 6 containers. So this is container 1. Container 1 with carrots, beetroots and tomatoes. We just wet it. I'll get water on my, oh my. So let me bring you closer. You see, you live off rainwater, and the church does have a well you use. You do have fresh water from the spring down in the back of the property. You have fresh spring water. That's like here we have to use borehole water, and the water I use to grow my crops is salty water. So that's why I like using ash in the garden, because if you use a lot of salty water with time, it locks up the nutrients. So you always need to ensure that your soil you're adding, like you are amending your soil using the compost or manure, something, just to make sure, because too much salty water will lock the nutrients. So let's get a closer look for our updates day 8. Wow, so look, this is what I was doing. So I think I've covered it well. So just a sec, I set you up. You say fresh water is emergency use only. You don't have official permission to use it. The hunter does not like us. The hunter does like us and offered us deer meat. Oh, Sorry. The hunter likes us and offered us deer meat each hunting season. That is nice. So an update. So this is day 8 update. What is going on? 1, we have the lavender, which we don't even expect anything at the moment. Then we have the corn, which yesterday we recorded the germination, so it's shooting down the roots. Yes, germination for the corn. Container 1, we have carrots. This is container 1. Remember, I labeled them container 1, container 2. So we have carrots, beetroots, tomatoes. Nothing yet. Container 2, we have the radish, cherry red, eggplants, cucumber, and okra. Look at that. Yes, the carrots will take quite some time. So for container 2, today, look at that. Really nice, and that is the radish. So we did record yesterday for the radish, the germination and the sprouting. Then these ones were competing, container 3 and container 4. So for container 3, we have the cauliflower, radish white, and capsicum. It's still taking its time. You are saying okra. The okra is in container 2. Look at that. That's okra. You see there's one there. That's a strategy to just see which seeds I planted. It's already shooting down the roots. So I don't know. We will see when it now shoots up. It gets it sprouts. Thank you, Howie. Thank you, Howie. Yes, you say it must be warm there. Yeah, we don't get to, our temperatures don't go so low. At least 20 and above. 20 and above, we are good enough. Now, I want you to see the sun. Look at that. You see? Look at that. So these are the first two leaves. What is that? Look at that. Because now it's just opening up, then we get the true leaves. So now it has just shot up. And remember, for the sunflower, which is container 4, we planted them day 3. Container 4, we planted them day 3. But this one, we planted them day 2. For this, the radish white. But look at the sunflower, how fast it is. So that's really, really nice. So encouraging. I'm hoping to attract so many birds. Last time I planted sunflower, I got to see so many birds in my garden. And then I just want them for flowers also. Yeah, it's a fast grower. Look at that. Wow, so let's update our records. This is for day 8. So for the radish, the sprouting was yesterday, day 7. Day 8, we go to sunflower now. So it comes here. Day. Then you have the up arrow. Like that for the sunflower. Then today is the potting of the periwinkle, Madagascar periwinkle. And I wanted to show you the sugarcane. We see the roots, then that will be good. Look at the okra. You're slowly understanding how you record your germination. Yeah. So here we'll be able to know and calculate the time it has taken, how many days it has taken from germination, planting to germination, planting to sprouting, and between germination and, like the first radish, there was germination day 6, day 7 there was sprouting, so it is just 1 day difference. For the sunflower, you are seeing it's like 2 days difference. So we'll be able to calculate how many days it takes for the different plants. So I'm going to add this one here. And now for the sugarcane. For the sugarcane, I have plenty of sugarcane here. Let's see whether we can get one that has some nice, look at that. So look at the roots and the shoots. So this one, I'm thinking I got a bigger container, this one down there. Excuse me, that I won't be able to do it today, maybe tomorrow. Then we can get to grow some sugarcane. So there are more. I'll only take that one slowly. So that is it for day 8. We have some beautiful growth from the sunflower and more. The radish. And so I want to thank you, Howie. Thank you, Wickershire Project. Seville, thank you so much for tuning in today for day 8. So I know you're going out to plant some cantaloupe. And by the way, did you finish transplanting the tomatoes? You are going to plant the tomatoes now that you have gotten some more grow bags. You were to plant some tomatoes last time. You say to water our watermelon, you will use spare jugs filled with water. To water our watermelon, you will use spare jugs filled with water. You put a pinhole in the jug and push the string into the... wow. Oh, it's raining heavily, so you might do it later. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in day 8. 8 claps for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. showing up for day 8. And with that, I would love to wish you have a wonderful day. We will check in tomorrow for day 9. I know this sunflower will be so beautiful. Hoping the radish here will also show up, and the okra there. So thank you all so much for tuning in. See you day 8. Bye. You say grow in abundance and love your garden always. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.